Okay, so as you can see, I got the three first frets out, and I'm using this damming. It's usually what you put in if you get any nicks when you pull a fret, but I didn't get any nicks. Boy, I'm good. So you just fill that. I'll do the last one, and then that way I can take my sander and, sand this shit off. Fill in these divots with probably Brazilian rosewood. I'll have to see what I got to match. Sand it all down smoothly. Obviously it's going to take it down to the rare wood. And when I'm done doing the fret leveling and everything else, I'll apply probably the Old English. So I'll have a completely finished brand new fretboard. So that's where we're at now. The nut came out. It was a little high, so I'm going to shave a Swedish off of it. And that's it. I got the dam. I used a little bit of shimming stock that they use for shims underneath of saddles. And it's really hard to see, but anyways, it straightened it out. Remember before it was on an angle. Well, it's not anymore. So anyways, back to her. So I got the damming paper in, the 3 flats that I'm going to replace. I did a really good job of pulling them. Luckily they weren't glued in. The factories don't glue frets in. Got the tape here along the side so I don't ruin anything. I'm going to grind her down. Well, I pretty much got her down to the wood now. So now I'm going to mix my dust with the divots. Let it dry, sand it all down, pull out the dams and put in the new frets, and Robert is your uncle. I might have to do this one too, although there's no real there's a little divot. I'll throw that in for nothing. I'll do the same there. Okay, so I got different types of rosewood. I got a mixed rosewood. I got a dark and a light. So right here is the light that I tried. And this is the dark. And the dark seems to be the one that's going to work, because don't forget it's going to be covered up with the thing. So I think I'm going to go with the dark on this. This would be more towards a light maple fretboard. So this shit's like gold, this dust. So I'll put her the dark in and fill these divots and throw in the glue and see what goes on. It's hard to tell from here, but if you throw the light around, you'll see how the dark really matches more closer anyways. So this is what it looks like after you've mixed the dark rosewood in, and then you apply the certain type of glue that I use. So you'd think it's not going to look good, but once you sand it all down, you'll see the end result. And well, let's just say, anyways, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's still a few up here, just light ones that I'm going to fill in. But I just wanted to let you know that's what it looks like when you begin, and you think, oh no, don't stop. No, you wait. So despite the fret replacing of 3, we got some partial dressing. I guess I'll just show you. There's 1, 2, 3, leveling I should say, 4, couple of parts, 5, 6, 7, a couple, and then 8, 9 up on the upper ones where you never play, but you still need to have them level with all the other frets. So we'll get on that, and she's gonna be perfect. So I got the saddle straightened out, got all the frets leveled, changed the first 4 frets, Filled about, I think it was 11 divots. And I'm just down to the old polishing up the frets. Get them nice and shiny. And then what I've got to do is, because I took it right down to the wood to fill the divots, I did the same thing all the way up the fretboard. So after this is done polishing, I'm going to take them off and go over it with the stain, and he'll have a brand new looking fretboard. So that's it. Suzuki's coming. Okay, so here's the Suzuki complete. Got that old stupid saddle. I don't know why Martin, I mean it's Suzuki, but Martin company would come out with something like that. Put this new finish on, 2 coats, replace the first 3 frets here, polished her all up. So let's give her a shot and see what it sounds like. Okay, so the beautiful Sigma, Martin made, done and complete. Nice sound. So she's pretty nice. The only thing I would do if it was my guitar is get rid of these stupid, I don't know how Martin could allow a sub company to put in these stupid raising saddles with the saddle inside it. They're just ridiculous. So I'd fill that in and just put a saddle in there, slot. But anyways, it turned out really nice. Replaced the first 4 frets and did the whole fretboard refinish with some red oak finish and some old English finish. Polished her all up, and customer's coming to get her. So let's see what he thinks. Ba-deep, ba-deep, ba-deep. This is Dodge City Guitar Repair, tuning out.